Hello. Many people have got questions about the course on reflexology, and so I thought I'd make a short video and help to explain it to you. So reflexology is working on the feet and hands, and that there are reflexes on the hands and feet according to science that reflect the body. So we actually teach in the class how to work on the feet as well as working on the hands. The course is a big one because it's a proper professional course where you learn everything you need in order to start your own business, which includes advertising and marketing, because that's an important part of being a therapist, is being able to get out there and market yourself to make a successful business, which is what we want for you. As soon as you send the deposit, you get access to the home study course, which is Anatomy and Physiology and Pathology, which is how the body works, including the disorders and diseases. So it includes everything: cells, skin, skeletal system, muscular, all sorts of the whole body, really. And there's tests within the actual course that you do at home, and they reflect the sort of questions that you get for the exam. The exam is an ITEC exam. It's taken on screen, and you would take that if you started with us in March, you'd take it in June, and if you started with us in September, you would start it in December, so that you get it over with as quickly as possible, so a few months in, so that you can then concentrate on reflexology, because the whole focus of the course is really on reflexology and how to maintain or get back to the body being balanced, because what reflexology does is help the body to heal itself where it practically can. So you'd be able to treat all sorts of people with different ailments, and it would depend on their history on how well they take to reflexology. But we'll teach you everything you need to know, and you start practicing before the course even starts. You get sent a video so you can have a go, and that's really exciting, because then you can practice along with a video just on learning a little bit, so that when you come into the classroom with your tutor, and she always has an assistant as well, so you get plenty of attention and you think, yes, that's the way to do it. And so to make it more so that you don't start thinking, oh, I wonder what we're going to learn this week, you get given a course manual, and in the course manual is got exactly what you're going to be learning for that lesson. And what you do is the homework in advance. So there's worksheets where you work through, say it's hand reflexology, then for that lesson, as well as other things that you might be learning, well, you fill in the gaps for the worksheet, and you're told where to find the answers. You're not going to be going out looking, thinking, oh, I don't know the answer. We tell you exactly where to find the answers to these questions. And then in the classroom, it's more dynamic, because then the tutor will say, well, what did you find out about it? What do you think is do you think people would prefer to have hand or foot? And then have a discussion in the classroom to see. And even if you don't want to answer up, you at least know what it's going to be about, because you've done that homework, and you go in knowing exactly what's going to happen. So there's practical every session, and there's theory every session. The theory is sent to you in advance, and there's videos of me going over what you're going to learn in that lesson, so that when you go into the lesson, you are really primed and ready and know exactly what it is, because it's called reinforced learning, so that you because everybody's leading such a busy life, and it's really, really hard to take things in. We have people coming from their 20s up to into their 60s. I didn't start learning reflexology until I was about 50. And so it could be any age, and it's the time that's right for you. So I would give yourself, you would need at least an extra day every week to do the coursework. So although you come in for the Friday or the Sunday class, you come in once a fortnight usually. In between, you'll be doing catching up on the A&P. That would probably be an hour or two a week, then practicing on someone, that would be a couple of times a week, and then the theory homework. There's some projects to do for the course, and you get these sent to you ahead of the course starting. There's one on business, and we talk you all the way through that so that you don't need to worry about where to find the answers, but it really sets you up for thinking about how you're going to actually work as a practitioner, as well as finding out all the things that you didn't need to know if you're not self-employed. There's also another project on other therapies and what they do, because that's really important to know what other therapies do, because you're going to be referring on, and people will come in and say, oh, I've had this therapy, and you need to have a really rounded knowledge, not just reflexology, because some people it might not suit, and so then you find out. So yeah, you start some work ahead, and then you start the class, and then that reinforces what you've been doing at home, and then you do the A&P exam, and then you do the practical exam with the ITEC examiner coming to the school, seeing you all perform together. So if there's a class of, say, 10 people, you'd have your family and friends come in to be your client, and then you'd be giving a treatment just as you've been taught during the class, but that's way ahead. And then you get your diploma, and you're off. We keep in touch with you before you even start. We've got a Facebook group dedicated to your class, and there's a group dedicated to all our graduates, so that we can keep in touch with you. So if you're unsure of anything at any time, or anyone's selling anything, or something comes up that I think you'd be interested in, I can let you know. So we're looking forward to seeing you, and if you've got any more questions, let me know, and we can come and have a chat. But I hope that's helped.